record. The fastest player in the history, 30-year history of the WNBA, the fastest player in the history of all of the WNBA's time to reach 600 assists. She did it in just 72 games, guys. Do you think Stephanie White congratulated her on breaking a record? Do you think, but before we get into it, do you think so?
Something just broke inside the WNBA and nobody saw it coming tonight. The biggest story in basketball isn't happening on the court. It's happening in boardrooms, and it's about to change everything. For months, everyone thought the Sparks were only chasing one name, Caitlin Clark. Turns out that was only half the story, because Clark reportedly gave LA a flat-out ultimatum. Sign Sophie, too, or the whole deal walks. No Sophie, no Clark. Simple as that. And the Sparks, they didn't blink. Word is they moved fast, locking down both players before anyone in Indiana even knew what hit them. For the Fever, this isn't just losing one star. It's losing two at once. And the fallout has people around the league stunned. So, why would Clark risk it all like this? Let's rewind. Sources close to the team describe a rough year inside that Indiana locker room. Limited minutes, awkward late-game decisions, tension that spilled into press conferences. Whatever the full story is, it clearly wore on her. But through all of it, one teammate stuck by her side, Sophie. And when the Sparks came in with a massive offer on the table, Clark made her stance clear. She wasn't leaving without her. That's not just loyalty, that's a statement. And right now, the whole league is watching to see what comes next.
Letting it be known, this new ownership group is heavily involved in making changes that could have a lasting impact on the team. And this is the ownership group, the Walter Group. They came in and made the big splash for Luka Doncic. They're the ones, they're not bringing back LeBron James. They are ushering in the new faces of the league, and there's no bigger face in women's sports than Caitlin Clark. The Walter Group is looking to get Caitlin Clark locked in LA. They see the malpractice that's going on, and you better believe they're going to be scouring the market for a GM that may have a good relationship with Caitlin Clark or Caitlin Clark's representation, somewhere where they can tie this thing together. This ownership group is looking to make a move. Now, head coach Lynn Roberts spoke about this. She spoke about them parting ways. She spoke about Cameron Brink, a bunch of stuff. We're going to get into the...
Sophie wasn't leaving without a fight, and neither was Clark. Word is she pushed hard, telling Sparks brass the deal only happens if Sophie walks out too. Both of them free from what insiders are calling a broken Fever setup. And just like that, Indiana got blindsided. This wasn't some polite trade offer. It was a full-blown power move. And the front office never saw it coming. The second those contract details leaked out, panic hit the Fever's offices like a tidal wave. Guys, this wasn't LA playing nice. This was LA sensing weakness and going straight for it. Behind the scenes, sources say the Sparks built a payroll workaround, using outside partnerships to slide past the usual salary cap headaches just to make this double signing happen. And now the entire league is talking. Front offices everywhere are watching this one unfold, wondering if Indiana just lost more than a player.
It's just they play fast, and I think she helps them play faster. So we've got to be really aware of that. And that's why, our defense on, when did we play? Monday. In the half court wasn't bad. It was our live ball turnovers that just turned into fast break points in 3 seconds. You do that against Indiana, it's going to be 2 points in 2 seconds. So we've got to take care of the ball. And obviously your pickup point begins higher with Caitlin out there. She can shoot it once across the half court, and she will. So obviously she's another tremendous player to add to them. And the first time we played them, she played. Last time she didn't. So we've seen both.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She'll shoot it as soon as she cross half court. It seemed like everybody around the league be recognizing the greatness of Caitlin Clark, except the damn coach that she has. And Lynn Roberts went on to laud about Kate Martin as well, who looks like she might be there long term with the Sparks. Look at this interaction post-game between Caitlin Clark and Kate Martin. Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah. Caitlin like, look, man, don't even worry about it. You looking good in this purple and gold. I can't wait to join you. I can't wait to join you in LA, girl. I miss you, bestie. I miss you, bestie. Caitlin is ready to get to LA for good. Caitlin is ready to get to LA permanently. Let's take a look at what Lynn Roberts had to say about Kate Money Martin.
Yeah, at this level. But when she is out there, what kind of advantages do you have when she's able to slide up there?
Yeah, and I mean, desperate times seek desperate measures, right? So we are.
And now sponsors are reportedly pumping the brakes, too, pulling back on marketing spend in the Midwest as the reality sets in. The two biggest draws in the sport just found their way out of Indiana together. In one move, the hunter became the hunted, and the fallout is spreading fast. Now, all eyes turn to head coach Stephanie White, because this hit isn't just about roster moves. It's about her job, her name, her credibility. Reports say she never saw this coming. One day, she's running the show. The next, she's staring at two empty roster spots and a front office in full meltdown mode. Insiders describe her reaction as pure shock. Total disbelief that both franchise cornerstones walked out the door without her even knowing. And behind the scenes, panic. Emergency meetings are reportedly happening around the clock with team leadership demanding answers nobody seems to have.
Minutes restriction off me, guys. That's what Caitlin Clark is thinking. Now let's get to when she actually brings up Caitlin Clark, and she's going to refuse to give her credit and congratulate her on breaking a record.
6 players in double figures.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Securing the ball. See, welcome back, baby.
Yeah.
That's all I get, huh? A welcome back. Welcome back. I played 2 days ago. Y'all set me out the day after you played me 15 minutes. What do you mean welcome back? Because I got to play 9 more minutes today? How about congratulations on breaking a record, 600 assists in 72 games, being the fastest player in the history to do it? No? Won't mention that, huh? Okay, let's see.
Collective effort. See, welcome back, baby. Collective effort. Our energy, our toughness, our ability to withstand runs, big shots, so in that. Hey, but most important thing, y'all, 3 wins out on the road trip. Hey, it's a collective effort every night. A collective effort every night. When we play as connected as we did on both ends of the floor, nobody can stop us. Together.
Now, do y'all remember when Kelsey Mitchell broke her record? Y'all remember when Kelsey Mitchell broke her record? The Stephanie White, oh, Kelsey Mitchell! None of that for Caitlin. None of that. Insane. I don't even think, I don't think you can be this, not smart.
Right now, White is stuck frozen with nowhere to turn. Reports say the locker room has stopped listening to her. Sponsors are backing away, and behind closed doors. Some investors are already pushing for her to be let go before angry fans start hitting the franchise where it really hurts. Ticket sales and revenue. Every official statement the team puts out just seems to make things worse. Fans online aren't buying the spin, and honestly, they're not being quiet about it either. It feels like the clock is running out, and everyone's waiting to see who gets shown the door first. Meanwhile, out west, it's a completely different mood. Caitlin Clark and Sophie now under the same jersey, same city, same bright lights of Los Angeles. And make no mistake, this isn't just a normal team change. This feels bigger than that. This is a moment, a message, proof that top talent doesn't have to sit quietly and accept bad treatment anymore. By making this move and making sure her teammate came with her, Clark didn't just change her own future. She may have just changed the game for every athlete watching.
I think this is being done on purpose. I think it's being done on purpose. We got to get to this article here, courtesy of Yahoo Sports. Caitlin Clark shows discontent over officiating decision after hostile act involving Chelsea Gray. Here it says, with 4:26 left in the second quarter of Sunday's Indiana Fever Las Vegas Aces, Caitlin Clark took on point guard Chelsea Gray, point grandma, because she's done. She's cooked. Chelsea Gray's done. The lady can't move. She moved like Damiris Dantas. It's over. It ended in another highly debated foul call as Clark tried to defend Gray from making the basket. The two players made contact, and right as the Aces star took the shot, Clark went down, prompting a review from the refs. Clark, down after contact with Chelsea Gray, pops up and is not happy with the foul call. Now play is being reviewed for a hostile act after the whistle, WNBA beat writer Tony East wrote and posting the clip. It says Becky Hammond looked baffled as the officials went to the screen. Hammond even argued her case with the officials, but they looked into the foul regardless. As the officials reviewed the sequence, Clark stayed down, holding her back, and fans feared the worst. However, as she got up, the officials assessed it as a common foul for Clark, and the Fever star immediately protested. She said, "It's not a foul," she said, as Stephanie White prevented the situation from getting any worse and guided her to the bench because Caitlin Clark don't need to get no more texts. Clark is already on 5 technicals, and the Indiana Fever does not want her suspended for 1 game. Clark's fitness also remains a concern for the Fever after she missed 2 games because of the back injury she picked up June 24th versus the Mercury. Here it says, oftentimes when you're coming back from injury, fatigue is also a factor, and building endurance is also a factor. When you're fatigued, you have a tendency to...
Indiana didn't just lose 2 players tonight. They lost control of their own story. And the people who once ran that franchise are now watching it burn from the inside. Think about that for a second. Just a few months ago, everything looked fine on paper. A rising team, a star player, a coach who seemed to have things under control. And now all of that is gone. And nobody in that front office can explain how it happened so fast. So, here's the real question everyone's asking tonight. Will the people responsible for this disaster actually step down on their own? Will they admit they pushed 2 of the biggest names in the sport straight out the door? Or will they cling to their titles, hoping this all just quietly fades away? Because here's the truth. This isn't fading away. Not even close. What we're watching right now isn't just one bad trade or one messy exit. This is bigger than that. This is the moment fans everywhere start asking hard questions about every front office, every coach, every executive sitting comfortably behind a desk while players carry the weight of the entire franchise on their backs. And once people start asking those questions, they don't stop. Every league has teams like this, organizations that quietly mistreat their best players and assume nobody will ever find out. But moments like this, they change that. They remind every single athlete watching that they don't have to stay silent. They don't have to accept unfair treatment just because it's the way things are done. If Clark and Sophie can walk away together stronger than ever, imagine what that tells every other player sitting in a similar situation right now. Imagine the conversations happening in locker rooms tonight. Imagine the phone calls being made behind closed doors, agents whispering, players wondering, could I do the same thing? That's what makes this moment so much bigger than basketball. Because if Indiana's leadership doesn't take responsibility, if they try to sweep this under the rug and pretend it's business as usual, fans won't forget. Sponsors won't forget, and history definitely won't forget. This could be the spark, no pun intended, that forces real change across the entire sport. A wake-up call for every organization that's ever taken its stars for granted. A warning that loyalty goes both ways, and if teams don't protect their players will simply walk away and build something better somewhere else. So, what happens next? Does Indiana clean house and start over? Does leadership finally admit they made a mistake? Or does this whole situation get worse before it gets better? Nobody knows for sure. But one thing is certain, every single move from here on out is going to be watched closely. Every statement, every press conference, every decision, the whole sports world has its eyes locked on this story. And nobody is looking away anytime soon. Because this isn't just a basketball story anymore. It's a story about power, about respect, about what happens when players finally decide they've had enough. And trust me, this is only the beginning. There's more coming. And when it drops, it's going to hit even harder than everything you just heard. So, if you don't want to miss the next update in this story, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications because when the next twist happens, and it will, you're going to want to be here for it. Stay tuned. this story is far from over.